And ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, welcome to the Comedy Fitness Podcast. I'm your host, Don Gray. We are doing an unsuccessful podcast with Nery Signs right now. We're in the middle of the football playoffs. We got the Houston Texans at the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I don't think he can hear me at all. Am I totally frozen for you? No, you can't see me or hear me? You can't see or hear me at all. All right. So this is going to be a short Comedy Fitness podcast because Nery Signs can't
I
hear
can't hear
me.
anything you're saying.
But as far as he's here. He's here. I can see him. I can see him. He exists. He looks
Did
good.
you start recording?
Working out. He's lost a lot of weight. He lost a lot of
I
weight.
can't hear anything you're saying, dude.
I understand that. I understand that. I understand that. But
All
we're
right,
gonna
I'm
keep
gonna try
going.
to get out and then see if I can come back in.
You get out and see if you come back in. So while he's handling that, what we're gonna go over is right now we got the Houston Texans playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Texans are going to pull this out. We're all sick of Aaron Rodgers. We can't stand him. No one likes Aaron Rodgers. Even Aaron Rodgers is sick of Aaron Rodgers. And Mike Tomlin is fantastic, but I think it might be time for Tomlin to go. You know, the bags under his eyes are getting big. It looks like he could use those little strips the kids are using. Those little islands. They look like little islands. Look like little Hawaii's dotted. But anyways, they reduce swelling. I use them at night to myself. We're all getting vain in our old age. But also we got Seattle versus 49ers. That's going to be a good one. I think Niners are going to take that. And then you got Denver versus Buffalo. Denver versus Buffalo. I like Buffalo. I kind of wanted the Panthers to win the other night, but Buffalo pulled it out. Josh Allen is amazing. I don't know how much is left in the tank, but he's going to need every bit of it to hopefully get back in this. And that's our football minute here on the Comedy Fitness Podcast because I'm a football genius because about 10 and a half years ago, I won my fantasy football league. So I'm qualified to say these things. And if you're a follower, please like and subscribe, by the way. If you're a follower of the Comedy Fitness Podcast, you know about my rant against the Raiders. Yeah, we're all paying for the fact that
Oh,
Mark
I
Davis
can
hates his dad. Hey, can you
I
hear
can
me at
hear
all?
you.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
Nery Signs is back. We were just talking about how Mark Davis hates his dad, Al Davis, and that it's a big Star Wars Game of Thrones thing. That's why the Raiders
Does
suck.
he really hate his dad? I'm not familiar with the Raiderettes, and I don't really know what they do.
Raiderettes? Well, Raiderettes are
Y-
cheerleaders, which we're a fan
I
of.
know,
We're
I
a
know,
really good part of the team.
I know.
But
My
the
friend, my
fighting lore.
friend, my friend. I have a friend who's a former Raiderette.
Oh, yeah. That's a good. Yeah,
So
no, they're like stewardesses and nurses, both of which I've married. They get around a lot.
I I had a show that had probably I have a picture with them somewhere on social media, and it was probably like 8 or 9 Raiderettes from like the early '80s. So they were older women.
Vintage,
Yeah,
vintage Raiderettes.
yeah. They were seasoned
They were well
veterans.
seasoned.
Uh, and
In
then
Oakland. Were they
I found
Oakland
this
or
out.
Raiders? So wait,
I
I'm
don't
trying to
I
think.
don't
Were
know if
they?
they were Oakland or LA. I don't know. I think they were LA. I think
Oh,
they were
that's my
LA.
Raiderettes. Those are my
Yeah.
Raiderettes.
So then I talked to them, and I just found that out during the show. Like I was like, "Oh, what are you?" And they're like, "Oh yeah." And then they talked about, and one of them, I'm pretty sure hit on me, and it
You're
wasn't
pretty
like
sure?
blame. It
Like
wasn't
you kind
it
of don't
because it
know?
wasn't here. I'm really dumb when it comes to that stuff because
Yeah.
I always think that people are just being nice. And since I've been fat my entire life, I've always had a low self esteem. So you kind of have to be very blatant for me to be like they're hitting, like for me to catch on real quick. You have to be very blatant. And so
And
there's
this is
been
back
many
when you were
times.
chubby.
This was probably. I mean, I was chubbier. This was. I already had started losing weight. I was. I'm in four. I'm in. My journey began 4 years ago. This is about a year and a half ago. So I already had started losing weight, but I was still not thin, or not small by any means.
Well, Comedy for this
Um,
podcast, we're following your journey. What's the current number you're down right now? We're following the journey.
I
We're like the
don't know
main
because I
people following
stopped
your journey.
weighing myself. I got to my goal. For those who don't know, my dream goal that I set for myself when I was well over 300 pounds. My heaviest was 368. But my
368 is a lot.
yeah, my
You
my
should say
dream goal
367.
my dream goal that I set for myself when I did not think it was possible was 195. It was originally 199 and I was making a joke of like I don't want to be in the 200 club. But then I told myself immediately when I said 199, I said, well, if you get to 199 and you eat a burger, you'll get back to 200. So
Right.
then I said 195 just to like, there's no, that's not water weight. You don't gain 5 pounds of water weight, right? It's like 195 is
Well, women
195.
can easier than men, but go on.
And so I set the ball, I set my goal at 195. This is like over a decade ago. This is over 15 years ago of me setting this goal that I never thought was going to be possible. Like me saying I want to weigh 195 when I was weighing over 300 pounds for over 20 years was equivalent to us right now saying I want to be a millionaire. Is it possible? Okay, but do we
I'm
think it's going
working
to
on
really happen? Do we really think it's
it.
going to happen?
It's the American dream.
Mm.
We all think it's going to happen. We all think we're going to
No,
wake up
we don't
tomorrow
think
morning
it's.
and be
There's a
Elon
difference
Musk.
between we think it's possible and we think it's going to happen, and those are two very different things. Because you could think something is possible, but you don't think it's going to happen.
Well, I
Do
manifest.
I think it's possible that my wife one day goes, "Hey, I want to have a threesome"? Yes, I think that's possible. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't really think that's going to happen.
You need to manifest it. That's what we talk about a lot on this podcast.
Right.
Manifest. That's just
So
wishing.
195 is my dream goal. Was my dream goal. I reached that on October 18th, I believe, the exact date. I got to
So you
194.
ended your journey.
I earned my
Your
journey
journey
and
ended.
I no longer care about the scale. The scale
Hmm.
that I used to travel with. Remember, I used to travel with a scale on ships and
Not the
on
weirdest
like,
thing you traveled with, by the way. Not the
yeah,
weirdest thing.
yeah.
You said weirder
And
items. The beans.
the double ended dildo was really um not even top 10.
Those made
Uh
more sense than the beans sometimes.
and I so I stopped weighing myself because on my way down when I was at 210, 215, I remember saying to myself, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, "Hey, I like the like that old Men's Warehouse commercial. I'm like, I like the way I look. Like I like the way I looked and felt at 210,
I like the way I look.
215." Yeah. And I
I like
remember
that.
telling myself at 210, 215, I said, remember how you feel about yourself right now. Because once you get to 195, and at that point, it was just for the sake of fucking reaching my goal. And I said, once you get to 195, remember that you like the way you look at 210, 215, so you could allow yourself to get back to 210 without freaking out. Like I had to mentally tell myself, remember that you like the way you look right now. Yeah,
You
you
do
like the
like to
way you
freak out.
feel.
Well, you don't freak out. You haven't
I
even said
no,
wait, and you don't
because
know. You have no idea what
anytime
you weigh, anyways. Right now, you have
I
no idea.
don't know what I have gone 2 months without weighing myself since October 20th or something. I haven't weighed myself since then.
Okay, well, you're a gym guy
I
now, so
know
you
I
have a
bulked up.
feeling.
I know I am heavier than I was. I'm not 194 anymore. I know I'm heavier than that, but I've gained muscle, and that I could tell you for a fact.
What do you feel like you are?
Probably 205,
You feel 205.
205,
Probably.
207. I'm still wearing my shirts are still large. They're not extra large. I'm not into the XL anymore, so they're still large. My size 34 jeans are still fitting me, so it's not. You know what I mean? But I don't look as small as I did at 194. Like I at
How's your
194, I
ass
have
coming
pictures.
along? We're kind of worried about your ass. You got this taper thing going. How's your ass?
Um, my ass?
When I say we, is I mean I don't know who that is, but how's your ass going? Your ass going okay?
I don't know what that
We'll
means.
be working the glutes, like you got it, okay? Because
Oh,
asking you
so I
built.
recently started working
You're
glutes.
kind of a flat
Like,
assish.
oh, I'm very flat ass. But I
Okay,
recently, in the
well,
last month, started actively working my glutes because I didn't pay attention to it. I just like I don't care. Like I didn't have an ass, but I'd never cared to have one. And
really, just decided not to
I
have one.
understand that ass is a muscle and I did and then you can grow it. I completely agree and understand that, but I didn't care about growing my ass. I didn't care about not having an ass. I don't like I'm fine with being a flat ass. I don't care. And in the last month, just like my core, I've started now doing like I just did bridge exercises today because now if the app were in the last 4 years when my workout app would tell me, okay, you're gonna work out glutes, I would be like, delete, don't fucking
You
do
have an
that.
ass app.
Oh, yeah, and I was like, and no, I have an app for a workout. Then it would include glutes, and I was like, just delete it. It's not gonna include core. I was just delete it. I'm like, I'm not doing core. Fuck that. I'm not doing core. But
Word on
now
the street is
now I actually do it.
no. I was gonna say word on the street is that you did thrusters, the sexiest exercise in the gym the other day.
I
Yeah,
did thrusters the other day. Today I just did glute. I did the bridge on the I did the bridge what's it called, bridge raise or whatever it's called, where I
bridgelings,
had a
little tiny
I had
bridges,
I did like 50. I had a 50-pound dumbbell on my pelvis and I put my
right?
back on my and then I would just you know
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the
So
bridges
like
of Madison
again,
County. I
but
like
this is
that.
new. This is like in the last month. I haven't before glutes and abs. I would just delete. I'm like, I'm not doing that
The
shit.
glutes need to be worked. Everybody can get an ass. Ass is a choice. Ass is a choice.
Yeah, no,
Like
and I had
whatever ass
my
people
choice
have,
was
people
I
can you
understood
can
that
build an
for I've
ass.
understood that for years. I just didn't care to have. I don't care if I have an ass or not.
You didn't care about building your ass. Well, now you
Yeah,
build
I
ass.
don't.
Speaking about building, I just entered the world of 3D printing.
Yeah.
You've been there for a while. It's a
No,
lot of
I've only
sex
been there.
toys
I've only
and
been there since
weapons.
October. I've only been there since October, late October at that. I got it for
Oh,
my
okay.
daughter's birthday. I got it for my daughter's birthday, and
You
then I
traditionally
think
like
that the
when
fact that my son printed out uh, a blade for you, a knife for you,
I
I
have
think
a
that's what got you
torso.
interested in doing it. You're like, you could print these?
It's over there. Now I was about to show these off. Your son's blade is over there. Fine blade, by the way. Fine blade. Thank you, all. But I got these the other day. Punch knife, huh? Look at that. I made this punch dagger, huh? Finally
Yeah.
made it. It's actually
To
stabby
for
stabby quality. I'm very
to
proud of
to
this.
the audience, I'm very proud of you because I know anybody who
Very
gets
proud.
into 3D printing would be able to relate to this. You have so many failures on the way to finally building, on the way to finally getting it right. And I was very impressed with how you stuck with it and said, hey, I'm gonna figure out how to, because there was a lot of, again, anybody in the 3D printing world understands what I'm talking about. There's so many
Okay.
failures
For
and
a
so
minute there,
many.
I thought you were talking about my career. But yeah,
No,
this too. Yeah.
no, that's
Yeah.
a failure.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
done.
Thank
That's
you. I
done.
thought about to keep plugging away at it thing. Come on, we're all trying here. But yeah, I'm really proud of
Bros,
myself that I made this. I changed the density, I changed the settings. I
yeah.
said you some bullshit gobbledygook about how I did it, and I really did do that, but I can't regurgitate it right now. Change the thickness, change the inner walls, outer walls, and then it made this. Very, very proud. Very, very proud of myself. And then I went down the rabbit hole. A lot of sex toys and other weapons. A lot of kill, kill, fuck, fuck on the
So
3D
funny because
printing.
that's not my algorithm. My algorithm is like literally fidget spinners and knit reindeers and stuff.
Reindeers.
Yeah, like little, it looks like a knit. It looks like you knitted it. They're very popular in the 3D printing world, and that's what I get.
Oh,
That's my
okay.
algorithm. It's like, hey, do you want to print this reindeer? Do you want to print this fidget spinner? Do you want to print this, albatross? And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Do you want to print this like ghetto goofy with a hood, with a little hoodie and a little like yeah, little statues? Yeah. That's what I get. You get weapons and dildos.
I
That's
got a
your
lot
thing.
of. Do you want to print this torso? It's a lot of torsos too. No heads. Okay,
Yeah,
nothing below the
I don't
ass.
get that.
A lot of
I don't get the
torsos, little off-putting. Hot torsos. Like I get
yeah,
it.
that's
Like
not my
that
algorithm,
those.
bro.
Well, you say that, but I mean, it's out there, and I
No,
think
but you get that. You get that suggested to you. I don't. I've never seen. In fact, I've never seen any of those things you mentioned. I've never seen a 3D printed dildo. Again, not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying I haven't seen it.
you
I haven't
mentioned
got.
dildos earlier in this conversation randomly.
Boy, yeah, but that was one that I got from a store, sir. That was not.
Oh, it
That's
wasn't
not.
something you saw in the 3D
It
printing.
wasn't something that I saw in a
You
3D
didn't see it on
printing world
Etsy.
that suggested to me, hey, you should print these.
Well,
If you're getting that,
that
that's on
way.
you, baby.
But okay, the algorithm, I get it. I hear what you're saying, but this is the slippery slope, bro, right? Like, okay, so I've always thought that the end of the world is going to happen when men can have sex robots because a large segment of the population is going to go for the sex robots. Now you can build the sex robots at home, not immediately, but within 5 years, I'd say you'll probably be able to build at least the torso, at your house.
I I
And I think
th-
this is
I
coming sooner than I thought.
I I I'm all for any kind of sex toys. I don't own dildos, by the way. For those of you who are just wondering, that was just a joke. But I'm not against people who own sex toys. I'm also. I think it's a better thing for humanity if they do get like. We should really like slow down the multiplication of humans. It's a
Multiplication of
lot.
humans. That's how you're stating that. Okay, but I'm down that
Yeah,
you're
it's
going.
the
You
population.
think there's
We
too
should.
many of us. You're going full Bill
There's
Maher.
too many of us, and I live in Florida. There's too many of the wrong of us.
How many
Like
kids do
there's
you
a
have again?
lot.
How
There's
many
a
children?
three.
Okay, so you're part
I
of the
I
problem.
I got a vasectomy. Don't you have three children as well?
Two of them are steps. I didn't make
Oh,
them.
but you say you call them your children. Those are your kids. You say
I
all
didn't
the
make
time. These are
them.
my
I didn't make
kids.
them. I didn't
But
make
you
them.
said your kids. But
I
they
didn't
said
make
your
them. But
kids.
yes,
They're your
they are
kids.
my kids, and I love those large adult white people that still live in my house, but I didn't make them. So, but I was just saying the hypocrisy of you, like, hey, let have less
But that's
kids.
not hypocrisy because
Population.
I'm Hispanic. Three is a low number for Hispanics.
3 is a low number of Hispanic, racist, but low.
That's not racist. That's
Oh,
racial, not racist.
oh, okay. You know, titi tata, tomato, tomate. But I think
Mhm.
you're right there, Thanos, a little bit. Like there's a lot of people on the planet, but like I
I
think
think
that
we
fucking
should.
robots is gonna
Dude, I
end
live
up
in
bad
Florida,
for us.
bro. I live in Florida. You forget this. There's a lot of like
Is
incel
that
douche dudes that do not need to be multiplying.
I live in Atlanta. There's a lot here too. They're everywhere. They voted for a certain party,
Right. They're
maybe.
everywhere. I'm just, yeah, I mean, I'm
But
making a
sure.
joke about Florida, but also there's a lot of dudes that should not be multiplying. And I'm
Okay,
not saying
but
I'm better than them, but I am.
you are better than them, because who we to judge? Judges. We are judges. We're here to
I-
judge.
Yeah.
Just
And
like you
just,
will judge.
so I say build the fucking
But
sex robots so you could fuck them, and
I
don't, and
think
don't,
it's
and don't bring
I
kids
think
into
it's
the
going to
world.
spill
Fuck
out
them.
over. I think well, I mean, you know what? Maybe it all pans out. Like 'cause I hear you. You're saying some natural culling of the herd, right? Right. Some natural like
Yeah.
okay, those guys are out of the gene pool. Then they're fucking the robots, and unless some kind of weird Rick and Morty thing happens where the robot gets pregnant as a
Dude, but
female.
you see stories, we've all read those stories where there's like a man marries his sex dog. Good. Let
Yes, that's gonna
that
happen
guy,
more.
if you think you should be marrying a sex doll, you should absolutely marry your sex doll. If you
So
think
people
that's a good
think
idea,
pansexuality is
y- you
not
should
that
do
weird
that.
anymore.
No, no, it's not about
Everybody
being
wants.
weird or not. I don't. It's not. I'm not judging weird or not weird. I'm saying
I'm judging.
if you're weird enough to want to marry a sex doll, you should be the one to marry the sex doll because you do not need to be multiplying. So
I
if
hear you.
you're
Like
that kind of
I
weird,
like the
if you're that
idea of
kind of
getting
weird,
your
I'm
genes
not
out of this
judging.
society. Like we don't need their robot
Yeah, and
fucking
let them.
weirdo.
And who's that hurting? If they're marrying a sex doll, who's that hurting? Nobody. It hurts nobody.
No,
If they're building their
I
own
was
sex
doing them
doll,
there
who's
more
that
like as a
hurting?
greater society thing. It'd be bad, but you're. I don't know. I'm
How?
liking your
How would it
argument.
be
I'm liking
bad?
your argument.
How would it be
I like
bad? Like what point? Like give me the argument of it to be bad.
my argument. What my argument was is that you're gonna like that. My argument, well, at its base, I think that humans are supposed to connect with each other, right? And it'd be nice. But I like your argument of naturally it'll probably be the most undesirable ones that'll gravitate toward this, and
I
kind of
mean,
like basically you're saying the
you
ugly
think
one.
George Clooney? You think George Clooney's building a fucking sex doll? You
Even he
think he's
got
gonna
married
be?
and slowed down, but no, I don't think he's building a
But I'm
sex doll.
saying,
He's a grown man now.
What I mean by George Clooney is, I
He's still
mean somebody
sexy.
who's. What I mean by George, well, the reason I use George Clooney as an example is a very unilaterally understood to be charismatic human being. You think
I
that
think you were
dude?
right with universally, unilaterally too. But yeah, universally, yeah. People like
He's a
George Clooney,
universe.
men, women, children. Everybody likes George Clooney.
Everybody agrees he's a very charismatic dude.
I did Clooney. He's up there. He's up
So,
there with the
right,
likable.
that guy's
Tom
not gonna
Hanks,
be like,
George
oh,
Clooney,
that guy's gonna be building his own sex doll.
more Clooney. Nah, probably not.
So the people who
I
do want to build their sex dolls, the people who do want to marry their sex dolls, they should do it,
I don't
man.
think I am either. Like I'm open minded. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I am.
Again, I'm not talking about it being me agreeing or approving. I don't care. It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt anybody. If you
Oh
don't
no,
want to, it's like the people who go, I never want to get married. Who's that hurting? Like
oh,
why would
yeah.
I? Or the people that go, I don't want to have my best friend, my
That was
co-host
wrong.
on my podcast on Woo Bro, my co-host on What's Up Bro podcast, Mike Mercadal, he has a vasectomy. He has no kids, and he never wants kids.
The
Who's
smart
that?
move.
Smart move. Who's that hurting?
Smart move.
Like
Smart
people who are
move.
like, you know
No,
what? I've never been the type of person, and I
who's
love my
angry
children.
at people are angry at him for getting a
People,
vasectomy?
no, no, people. A lot of people in society now it's getting less so, but and he'll be the first to tell you, a lot of people in society always like you don't want to you're gonna want to have kids later on. You're gonna want to, and it's like you don't have to. You don't
Yeah.
now. It's becoming more acceptable to not want children and not have children.
I have
But
a
there was
kid.
a
I'm still on the
time.
fence about it. I mean, I think I understand what people, I mean, not everybody's supposed to breed.
I
This isn't
agree.
for everybody. This is for everybody, and you can't force it down people's throats. And also just the sheer expense. I'm going to Universal Studios this weekend. It's costing me a mint. Like it's a bunch of freaking money. Like enough I want to complain about more, but yeah, I want a sponsorship from them eventually. So hey, Universal, reach out. Comedy Fitness Podcast loves Universal. We're going to Velociraptor. Can't wait. Want to see the Born Supremacy stunt show? This is gonna be
Have you been on the
fantastic.
Raptor ride before?
I've been on the yes once years ago. The kid
That's
was 8.
that's probably the best roller coaster I've ever been on.
Yeah, pay for the express. Me too. Me too. Hands down. I was literally scared. I hate saying literally, but I was
Yeah,
actually
my
scared.
son did it.
I was
My
a
son
grown
did it when he
man.
was
I'm
nine
like,
years
oh, we're
old,
gonna
bro.
survive. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna survive, but I was scared, and I liked it.
My son did it at 9 years old.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Declan was eight,
I
9.
was
He
I
was
was very
enjoying.
impressed. I was like,
You would see
Are you sure
was
you
his
want to
little
ride this?
face. Was his little face all like taking it like I got to be tough for Pop, or was like, ah.
No, I said, are you sure you want to do this? We don't have to do this if you don't want to. I was kind of hoping he would back out because I didn't want to do it. I was scared.
I hear you. Oh, it was crazy. I
And
like
he
it.
said, no, I want to do it. I was like, well, all right, we're rolling. And it was me, him, and 2 of my adult friends. He rode it with 3 grown ass men.
Oh, the rite of passage.
It wasn't like he was trying to impress other children. Like, I'm gonna ride it. Like, there was no other kids in this situation. His older sister, my daughter, is 3 years older than him, and she was like, I'm not riding that. And I was like, I don't blame you.
How expensive was that day?
This was back in 2019.
Oh, so
No,
was
it
it
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
not
It was,
just
no, it
because
wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was 2022. It was 2022. I'm sorry.
it's not that long ago. Well, 4 years. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good at math.
2022. 3 years.
Post pandemic, getting out there. Was it crowded?
Yeah, it's 2022. And it was that day was probably, I don't know. If I had to guess, it was probably like 1,500. But it's weird because it gets split up. Like you pay for the hotel months in advance, so you don't really remember that expense the day of.
Yeah.
You get me?
No, it's true.
So you don't really remember
and
that.
also, it's part of the experience. Yada yada yada. And I feel good about it. And
No,
also,
but
it's not
again, but you
Disney.
don't like
It's
when
not
it comes to when it comes to that question of how much did that cost, you forget because it's not like that day I spent X amount of money. It's like I had it in pieces. I booked a hotel 3 months
Yeah.
prior, so that was paid off for, and then the tickets were probably like a week before I got the tickets before I got there. So when I got there, I paid for like food and souvenirs, not really adding all of the numbers together. But it was probably like
I love amusement
1,500 if I
park
had to
food,
guess.
and I gotta stop loving amusement park food. I do love amusement park food. I love funnel cakes.
You like food more than I do. Me and Drew, comedian Drew, say this about you all the time
Shout out to
that
comedian
you
Drew
like
Thomas
food
at
more
Come
than
See
both of
Drew.
us.
Come See Drew. That's some shit going viral right now. Check him out. Go on.
Yeah,
I love
we
food.
both say that you love food more than him and I do, and him and I are both bigger than you. I mean, right now you might be bigger than me, but in general, throughout our lives,
No,
we
I'm
have
extremely brolic right
generally.
now. Look at me. Brolic and shit. I got muscles. And stuff. I like buff and stuff.
We got something.
Not gay at all. Not
We got something.
at all. Not at all. Not gay at
We
all.
got tricep. We got the tricep. We got.
Yes. Are we doing this? We're doing this. We actually did this. And your shirt's off. Okay, let's go into
Dude,
that real quick.
my
Podcast.
cabin is warm.
Why are you naked?
My cat. I'm not naked. I just don't have a shirt on. I have shorts. I have underwear, and I have shoes.
You're wearing
But my
glasses.
cabin is warm,
Oh,
and I'm not in the greatest of setups right now. I'm in one of those cabins, and you know what I'm talking about when you work on cruise ships. That they don't have a thermostat. They have a lever, which is either on or off.
wow. Gotcha. One of the okay, got
So
one of those ships. Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So
That happens. Sometimes we do
it does.
take
So
things back. It's all good.
so I just I gotta. It's warm. I was gonna look. I have my shirt on my lap. I was gonna put it on. I was gonna rep because the shirt
You got pants on.
is a 49er shirt, and I
Go
have pants
Niners.
on, and I was gonna be like repping the whole thing, but I was like, yo, it is really warm in here, so I'm trying to
You gotta
just
be
cool
comfortable.
off. Yeah, I'm trying to cool off before I put the shirt on because I don't want to sweat through it. Are
I
you
thought
watching
you
this
just
game?
wanted
This
to
game
be
this game
brolic.
sucks, huh? This
This game
Texas
sucks
Steelers.
compared to the games we've been watching the last few days.
No, and compared to this is not playoff football. What was it? 7-6?
This
7-6 with a minute
but the
left in the
last
third
like,
quarter.
yesterday was great, man. Yesterday was great.
Every game this weekend was great,
It was
including
great.
college.
This sucks. But I these guys are Pittsburgh Steelers are always boring. Like I love Mike Tomlin, boring as fuck. Like boring, like always been boring. Like
It's because
I love his
they
press
don't have a good
conferences.
quarterback. I don't even,
He's boring.
I know I'm gonna be
Defense.
alone on this. I don't think Ben Roethlisberger was a great quarterback. I
You're
know.
not alone on that. He was
I just don't think he's a great quarterback. He was just like
great
whatever. He was
quarterback.
just big and like he was there for 1,000 years.
Yes, yes. He was good at assault. He assaulted to that
Yeah.
with his
I have a
quarterback.
friend.
With
I
his
have a friend named
quarterback.
John Vargas. I have a friend named John Vargas who used to have a great joke about that. He said, "You know when the worst time to get accused of assault is while they're investigating you for another assault." That's what happened to him. Like he was during his investigation, he assaulted another woman. It's like
That's like
Jesus
that.
Christ, man.
And then he got a meet. And then he got married like the next day, right? Didn't he do that? I remember that was a big thing.
I don't even know he got married. I don't even.
He got
I'm like
married.
I
Yeah,
just
like that's the best way to clean yourself up. Like a lot of these guys after they fuck up, they're like, hey, they marry like homegirl like wins the lottery.
dude. Ray Rice married the woman that he beat up. Married him.
Yeah,
That's
they were in love.
wild to me.
Beat the shit out of her too. That video is harsh.
Dude,
That video
he
is rough.
knocked
It's
her
rough.
out.
The video is rough.
I'm not talking about this was not funny at all. Like he didn't knock her down.
No.
It wasn't like it wasn't like hey,
She
talk back to me.
Folded. This is when it was bad video.
Yeah, and you're like, oh shit, and then he kicked her while she was like literally kicked her while she was down.
No, it was
And
bad.
then like 2 weeks later, she married him. I'm like, this is fucking
Bad.
wild.
It was bad. And then it was hilarious. Law and Order did their version of it. I remember watching it.
It's always
so
good when they do
good.
that.
It was so good.
I love when they do
The
that
Law and
because they
Order
get it
version.
straight. Like,
Law and
it's
Order,
like
man, it made so much sense. They did just get into an
no.
argument. I'm
Did
like,
you
what
know
am I doing?
Adam? Did you know Robin Williams? Was it Robin Williams or Adam Ferrara? One of those two comics played a Michael Jackson type of figure in Law and Order, where there was like he's super rich pop star
Robin Williams or Adam Ferrara. Come on, but I can't get far enough apart of the video
because they're comedians.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
mean?
They're both comedians, but you can't remember if one was Robin Williams.
Because I know that both of them I know that both of them were in Law and Order. I just forget which characters they played.
I'm going with Adam Ferrara.
I think it was Adam Ferrara played this super popular pop star that had his own amusement park at his house, and he was accused of touching children. That's like the most. That's the most Michael Jackson story without being Michael Jackson that you could do.
I don't think Michael Jackson touched those kids. I think Michael Jackson just wanted to be a kid. But
I'm pretty sure he touched those kids. I believe it.
It's one of those things.
Allegedly, don't sue me, estate.
Hey, listen. I
believe it.
He settled.
I believe OJ did it, and I think
OJ had help. I think OJ is scared of the people who actually did it. OJ's not innocent by any means, but I think the real killer, because OJ, I don't think physically could do some of the, I do this.
You don't think a Heisman award-winning super athlete could do that?
Not physically? At the time, and I think I think a lot, especially all these guys, they're so messed up from playing. Yeah, boom. And then now that we know about CTE, I think he convinced himself that he was there.
I think CTE.
I would love to know the truth.
I think CTE played a big part of that. I think that's one of the reasons why he did do it.
You snap?
Yes.
And I think, but a lot of people say it was his son. Some people say AC Cowling.
His son was a child. His son was a child.
He wasn't a child. His son was his oldest. He had other kids. The older kids were older.
No, an athlete had multiple children with multiple women. That doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm just saying you didn't know about him, but he wasn't hiding.
I did it.
He had black.
I did it, but I was. Did you see me how I went from not knowing that he had children to immediately not being surprised? Did you see how quickly that went?
Oh, come on,
because I just remember. He's an athlete.
Kids everywhere.
Yeah, just not even black. He's an athlete. He's a super popular athlete. If you told me Wayne Gretzky had kids outside his marriage, I would immediately believe it. I wouldn't even doubt it. I'm like, oh yeah. He's a super athlete.
Maybe. I mean, I know.
He's a super athlete. Any super athlete, no matter the race, I believe, had relations with other women.
I like that. That's true. I mean, they got high testosterone levels. I think I say we, like I'm
and super popular, super famous, and rich, and accessibility.
That I am not. Yeah, but I mean, you got
So
lots of choices. You got lots of choices. You got lots of
a-
stuff, and your testosterone level is higher, and I think they fuck more than other people.
any super athlete, no matter the race, it just happens to be that most super athletes are, a
I
certain
mean, just
race,
in
a
America, well,
certain
in
race,
America.
a certain race. So,
Well, it just happens to be black, but it's or entertainment. You know,
but I think that the reason being is
nothing
all
wrong
those
with
things that
that.
we talked about. You're a super athlete, you're
Demographic.
famous, you have money, and I think the fame has more to do with it than anything else. To be honest with you, fame is money, bro. Look at Diddy.
Oh,
Diddy's not a super athlete. So supposedly, according to people that have come out of since the documentary, he had a micro penis or has a micro penis allegedly.
yeah. I didn't hear that part, but okay.
No, I'll send you the clip of it was on what's that dude that the black community doesn't like as a whole, that culture vulture, the dude that interviews people, Vlad.
Vlad TV.
Yeah, Vlad TV interviewed
He's a big. He does a lot
a
of appropriation.
he did I'm just saying what to call him. I'm not calling him. I'm just saying that that's what a lot of the black community calls him, a culture vulture.
Yeah,
Um,
I
but
agree.
he interviewed one of the guys that Diddy confirmed had one of the sex parties with him and Sierra, and he has a video. That guy released a video.
Ciara,
Vlad or whatever the guy who was it? Sierra?
Cassie,
What? Cassie.
Cassie.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Cat. Yes.
Ciara's Russell Wilson's wife. You can't just be
Yeah.
throwing
I
people up
apologize.
in
I apologize.
orgies,
Wrong.
man.
Wrong. Wrong. C. It
You're
was the wrong
sprinkling
woman with a
people in
C word.
orgies.
Wrong.
It's like doing that.
I apologize. You are right. But he has a tape that Vlad saw of Diddy masturbating while he was having sex with Cassie, and Vlad said,
Tasteful.
I like, how big do you think his penis was? Because in that video that you showed me, he's masturbating and you can't see his penis, it's only his hand. And the guy, the male sex worker said it's 3 inches.
Well, Comedy Fitness Podcast, this quick segue from P. Diddy's penis to every 30 pounds, we've talked about this, the penis gets bigger.
It's not true. That's
I know, every
inaccurate.
30 pounds. Now,
As somebody
you
who
lost
lost
over 100
175
pounds.
pounds, I did
You've
not gain
gotten
six
about 6
inches.
inches of dick.
Yeah, I did not. I did
Mhm.
not gain six
No?
inches.
So it's
I
myth?
did
Myth?
get bigger. That is a thing, but the number is incorrect. It is not every 30 pounds. It is not an
Mhm.
inch every 30 pounds.
Okay.
And I can only tell you that I got bigger because my wife was like, "Hey, I think you got big." Like, it
Oh,
was
there
like,
you go. Hey, right,
it's yeah, right,
right.
right.
There you go.
So
See?
my wife, actually, the way she
Um,
said it to me was, we had sex one time, and she goes, "Hey, have you measured your dick after? Have you measured yourself after losing weight?" And I said, "No, I thought about it the other day, but I didn't
I
have a
didn't
ruler."
measure
And then she
before.
goes, "No, I did
Oh,
that.
oh,
It used to be 5 3/4, but
okay.
it's not that anymore." Um,
Here you go, bro.
so she told, and she's the one. She's like, "Yeah, it's not five." She even told me, because that's part of it's a joke in the act where I will say 5 3/4 is not choking you. You shouldn't be gagging at 5 3/4. It's the whole joke I make about my wife gagging.
Yeah.
And
And
then
now,
and then 5 3/4 is nothing to talk about. And my wife said to me after we had sex, she's like, "Have you measured yourself after you lost weight?" I said, "No." And she said, "Yeah, you can't say that joke anymore. You can't do 5 3/4 anymore. Yeah, it's big."
you're like,
And I was like,
yeah, I got a
"No,
bigger dick in
actually,
my
no.
30s.
To be honest with
40s,
you,
40s.
when she said that, I got kind of sad because I was like, I like that joke. I
Oh,
can't do it anymore.
oh, jeez.
Always a horror, bro. Always a comedy horror, bro. I'm all about
Oh,
the jokes.
oh, jeez.
And now I feel guilty because if I say it, I know I'm lying. I'm like, I
You're
feel
like, oh,
guilty.
this isn't truthful anymore.
That isn't the truth for anymore.
Mm. All right, Comedy Fitness
You know?
Podcast. We got to wrap it up. Got to go. The game's almost over because
No, it's not. The game's dead. The game hasn't started. That
no,
game
it's
sucks.
11:15. 11:15
I
to
hate
count.
the I hate the Steelers. I hope they lose. I hate Aaron Rodgers. I hope he loses.
But before we
It's
go and warm it up, I'm plugging. I'm going to be on Your Comedy Minute. That's another podcast hosted by Scott Townsend. We're shooting that tomorrow, and that'll be
any
released
relation to Robert?
No. This Scott is a white Townsend.
Yeah,
He could have,
yeah, I can see
but
it.
they could be related, but they don't look anything alike. And I miss Robert Townsend. I actually, the Hollywood Shuffle was a great movie. Saw the some on the other day. You got anything to plug? I rarely
Oh,
do, but I plugged.
Robert Townsend is I'm trying to think of another. What's the first thing you think of when you think of Robert Townsend? Because Meteor
Hollywood
Man is the first
Shuffle.
thing I think comes to mind.
Meteor Man's great. Hollywood Shuffle though. That's his first one. I think of that.
I don't think I've ever seen Hollywood Shuffle.
It's a good movie. You should check it out.
Uh,
I mean, it's got a bunch of
yeah.
skits and stuff, but it's
And I
good.
remember seeing his name after seeing Meteor Man. I remember seeing his name as a
That
written by
heartbeat.
credit to Eddie Murphy Delirious. Eddie Murphy Raw. Sorry, Eddie Murphy Raw
What are you doing
was
then? You
written.
wrote something?
It says written by. If you look at the credits, it says written by Keenan Ivory Wayans and Robert Townsend.
Oh, Eddie Murphy doesn't get any of the credit, writing credit.
I don't know if he got a. I'm sure Eddie Murphy got a credit as well. I am sure maybe he even got the main credit, but I know that I know those two names because I remember as a
Hmm.
12, 13-year-old being able to recognize names and be like, oh wait, I know that name. Keenan Ivory Wayans is from. Yeah, I know that. And
I might
so
Google that.
yeah, Google. Matter of fact, let's do on the spot fact checking before I get in trouble for for not- for inappropriately
Alexa,
giving
who wrote Eddie
Eddie
Murphy's
Murphy Raw.
Hilarious?
Raw. It was not delirious. It was raw.
Hilarious special.
Alexa, who wrote Eddie Murphy's Raw?
Eddie Murphy wrote his own Raw special.
No one else gets writing credit for these things?
Why don't you just check up IMDb? You know this bitch is lying.
Is that for me?
You know she could be wrong.
Yes, that was for you. Oh, I think you heard you say
You're talking about writing credits.
yes.
Yeah. It's wild how Eddie wrote both Delirious and Raw himself. Dude basically crafted his own comedy legend without needing a writer's room. Pretty impressive for someone who started doing stand-up at 15.
Can you IMDb it, please?
Alexa, I'm a stand-up too, right?
Just use your hands?
Oh, absolutely. Fellow comic in the house. That's got to give you a whole different appreciation for how Eddie crafted those specials.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you put me up there with Eddie Murphy in your digital sphere.
Style from a performer's perspective?
She's been actually a lot more uppity. We have to have a podcast about AI. But yeah, according to Alexa, no, man. You want me to look it up on IMDb now?
Podcast about AI?
I'm looking it up
Alexa
because
off.
you refuse to do it.
No, I'm doing it now. I mean, homegirl was getting out of control. I'm on a bunch of machines here, so I was trying to do it on another window, but it wasn't really cooperating.
There you go. Keenan Ivory Wayans, IMDb gives him a writing credit.
And for Raw?
Ooh. Just Raw. I just looked up Raw. I immediately acknowledged when I said Delirious, I immediately knew that I was not talking about Delirious, and I immediately corrected myself. I said Raw.
Ooh.
It was Raw, not Delirious.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you beat Alexa, and we'll have to end
so
on
for
that.
Eddie Murphy Raw, Keenan Ivory Wayans. Yeah.
So what are you going to plug now that you've do that? I'm plugging your comedy minute with Scott Townsend. We're taping tomorrow. See you there.
Well, check out my you can check out my comedy special Origin Story on YouTube. Check out my YouTube. Everything could be found on my website, whatwashisname.com. And then for my YouTube, subscribe. Go to all my social media, subscribe to all my social media, but my own comedy special Origin Story, and then you can see Fat Nery do a comedy special.
Check out Fat Nery. The new one, she's going to call Skinny Nery, a new special?
No, just not fat.
Not fat? I like that. Not fat. And on that, Comedy Fitness Podcast, remember, laugh your ass off. I like that. Not fat. Not fat is a good way. Not fat is good.
That's a good album.
I like that. Not fat is good. It's supposed to be ending.